Welcome back to Ame's Bookshelf and the author interviews. Today I am interviewing for you Vaishnavi Macdonald. This is the second time that I have recorded this podcast. The first time that I recorded it, I did not like how it sounded after recording it directly into the laptop. So I am using my Zoom H2N to interview Vaishnavi for you. As I record this, I have to state that my son and my dog currently are in a stage where they really, really want to be by my side. So they are both taking a nap with me in the usual room that I record in. So you may be hearing them sleeping in the background. If you hear loud snoring, I apologize. My son is finally able to rest. Vaishnavi is an actor, a short filmmaker, and a new author. She's coming to us to talk to us about her first book on Amazon Kindle, available for pre-order now, The Invisible Hand of God. You can find out more about her by going to https://sites.google.com/view/Vaishnavi Invented. And I am going to both put this on the screen so you can see how it's spelled, as well as link it in the description down below. I asked her what got her interested in writing. She says, well, first there was a prophecy over me that I will write, and am destined to do so by God. 2 years back I took it lightly. Then in lockdown, Sanghamitra Dasgupta was used by God to inspire me to write. Sanghamitra Dasgupta is a mutual friend of ours who is the one that introduced me to Vaishnavi and her work by recommending that I interview her. I asked Vaishnavi what company or companies is she doing work for or with, or if she freelances. She states that she freelances by writing for Amazon Kindle and also writes scripts to make short films. I asked her about the projects she's currently working on, if she's allowed to speak about them, and she states that she writes short film scripts and makes some. Right now, she's working on her first book, The Invisible Hand of God. I asked her about future projects, and she intends to write a sequel titled The Invisible Heart of God, a sequel to her first book. I asked what was her favorite project, and it is her current one, the first book, which again is available on pre-order. I asked if this career is something she'd always wanted to do, and if it wasn't, what did she originally want to do? She originally wanted to be a scientist, but says that God has better plans. She became an actor by default, and now she's an author. This happened by a divine intervention, in her words, through the prophecy of a pastor. Do you find it difficult, or find some aspects more difficult than others? She states, no, she loves writing. Time is a constraint as an actor, though. What is a normal day like for you? Is this your side job or your main job? She says, I act in TV shows, daily soaps. So that's my main job, and simultaneously I write. This is a passion that begun as a flame, and is yet to become a fire. How do you manage balancing this with family and any other work you may have? Family first, filming my TV shows second, writing third. Prioritize. I write in between my acting job and when alone. What hobbies do you have, Vaishnavi? Reading, surfing the net, watching movies, writing stories, traveling. I love reading, Googling, making short videos, writing a Thanksgiving list daily, and of course watching movies. If you could be anything in the world besides this, what would it be? I would be an astronomer or an evangelist, she says. Well, I think she's doing a stellar job of evangelizing right now. Do you feel that school helped set you up toward following this path in the publishing industry? No, but my early reading habits as a child did, she states. If you could go back to school, is there anything you wish you had paid more attention to? She says yes, history, as I am so much more curious now. However, she also states that she was a good student. What advice, Vaishnavi, do you have for the next generation? You are it. Learn, explore, pursue, don't give up. But above all, seek Him, God. That will keep the human in you alive. The rest of the other things will help you just grow in the worldly terms. Stay focused, seek God and His truth. What advice do you have for your age peers that may also want to take part in the publishing industry, and specifically your area within it? Our words carry a great responsibility. Like a sword, they can cut sharply. Use them to build, not to break. The young generation needs our positive outlook and encouragement in these difficult times. Let's do our bit with the power of the pen. Write when inspired and write from your heart. You can never go wrong. I asked her about poetry, whether she had any favorite forms or a specialty of poetry that she liked. And she says that she loves English poetry, especially on a current situation or state of mind, especially if they are the rhyming ones. I asked her also about what her favorite genre was to write and which one was her least favorite. Her favorite is philosophy related to true life incidents, way of living, spirituality, testimonials, and autobiographics, whereas her least favorite are paparazzi tabloid writings and sexual or violent content. As she is an author, I asked if she got to work directly with her illustrator or if she had to go through the publisher to speak to them, and what she would have preferred to do. And she worked with her illustrator directly, if I am to understand her one-word answer of illustrator. I asked her if she'd worked directly with her editor or if she went through the publisher. And she states that she doesn't have one yet. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this interview. It was one that I felt was rather interesting. And I hope to have another author or someone else within the publishing industry to interview for you soon. If you work as a game designer or an artist or a freelance illustrator, an editor, book layout specialist, author, anything within the broad range of the publishing industry, and you would like to be on my show and be interviewed, please send me an email at Teresa Amehana Garcia @gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to send you the list of questions and possibly some additional ones tailored specifically for you. If you know somebody that you feel would like to be interviewed, please feel free to connect me with them. Either send me their information or you can send my information to them so that we can connect. I do a lot more than just reading stories, and I look forward to the next interview. Until then, good night and happy reading.